Hey guys, welcome to another episode of One Shot Reviews. I'm Chris Long, and that
Lawrence, you know what it is.
Lawrence, you know what it is. That's a strange name. I don't know why your family would name you that, but whatever. Not my
It's El
family.
Smoolah to the Moolah. That's an inside joke with one of my friends, but you can call me El Boogie.
El Boogie. I like it. I like it. Oh man. Oh man. Lawrence. It has been a week of anime for me. I watched a lot of anime. But before we get into that, I just want to remind all of y'all that you can find us on Twitter at reviewsshot or at Gmail at oneshotreviewspod@gmail.com, on Instagram at _oneshot_reviews, and on YouTube and Spotify at One Shot Reviews. So go check those out. Like, comment, subscribe. This week, tell Lawrence your favorite shade of pink. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. They'll
I
go
actually
with the
would.
match with those. I was just pointing at those sneakers.
Got my polarized pink foam
There
posits.
you
You know
go.
what I mean?
See,
Back when
now
I was
now he can get all the different shades of pink of that, and I can get
going
another skate deck with more pink in them. Yeah,
see,
boom.
Chris is on it too. As a matter of fact, my
Hell yeah.
favorite. Oh, and I got the pink dolphin on right now. The pink
Oh, I ain't
dizzy
got no
right
pink.
now. And my favorite Dragon Ball Z character of all time is Goku Black. And for everyone who's hip, they know why I'm bringing that up because of what we're talking about right now.
What we're talking about right now, Lawrence, is hentai or anime. Hell
So
yeah.
that's not what it has to do with. That's not what I'm talking about. Although there probably is.
I mean, who
stuff
knows?
out there
Dragon
that-
Ball might be on this list. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh
Man. So it's been a while since we've done this game, people. So let's go over the rules again. There are no rules. Pretty much, I'm just going to read a bunch of hentais or anime to Lawrence. I'm going to read them the description of the shows, and he's going to tell me if it's a hentai or anime. And maybe this week he'll get all 6 questions right. Probably not, but
probably not.
a man can dream. Who knows? Oh, man. All right, Lawrence. 1 through 6. Getting right into it this week. Skipping all the bullshit.
This week, 1.
Oh, he's going in order. Alrighty. Centering on a bar called Nobu, located in Kyoto, Japan, but with a door that is connected to the bar in another world. The visitors include denizens of the other world, and customers seek out its excellent food and services. Ooh. Ah. Fucking face.
So a bar that has a door that leads to another world, and people go there to drink and get its other services.
And also, everyone, it's Thanksgiving week when this episode comes out, so all these shows revolve around food or have people eating food in them. Because I really didn't want to go down the rabbit hole of hentai having to do about food. I found one, that was enough. The rest of them, people are just eating at bars in them. I'm not doing it, guys. It's just not doing it.
Extra services.
I believe in you.
Yeah. We'll go with a hentai.
He says hentai, and he is wrong. It's an anime.
All right, just go on to the next question, bro. Yeah, I don't know what. Yo,
that one, in case anyone's wondering, is called Isekai Izakaya, Japanese food from another world. I don't know what it's about, but it has to do with food, so check it out. Maybe we'll review it one day. Oh, God. All right, number 2. Muramata has a secret, and after one of her subordinates wasn't performing the way she would have liked him to, she invited him over for dinner. Unfortunately, it looks like he caught on to her little secret. Is this a hentai or anime, Lawrence?
I'm already not getting my trophy, so I'm going with a hentai.
Well, you're correct, sir. That is a
All right,
hentai.
cool.
And in case you're wondering, her little secret is she has a split tongue. Woo. Don't ask me how it has to do with food. I'm not answering the fucking question. It's called Muramata-san no Himitsu number 1. There is a second one. It was a weird episode. Going on to question number 3. After finding out that both of their parents, God, nope, that would have made this show a lot different. After finding out that both of their partners cheated on them, and with each other no less, these two friends end up getting drunk over dinner together and leaving their respective partners after a night of debauchery. This is a hentai
That's
or
a
anime.
hentai.
Okay,
That's
he
a
nailed
hentai.
it. That's a hentai. That's an easy one.
I think I've seen that one too.
Oh God, it's called Uwaki to Honki 1.
I've seen the last one, and I've seen.
Oh man. See, you're 2 for 3. You got it. You got it. Number 4, female college student Aoi inherited her deceased grandfather's ability to see Ayakashi. One day, while she is feeding some Ayakashi, a demon appears. Oh no. He declares that her grandfather owed a great debt, and as compensation, she must marry the demon. This is a hentai or anime? I like the head shake.
Anime.
You're confident. You say anime?
Anime.
You are correct, sir. It's my girlfriend's favorite anime, believe it or not. That's why I put it on a game called Hentai or Anime. Because why not? It's called...
What is it? Oh, hold on. I can't hear you. Oh, you're back now.
Oh,
but
I'm back.
What's it called?
Bed and Breakfast for Spirits.
Okay.
Yeah. Girlfriend is a huge fan of that show. Whatever. Number 5. His girlfriend has a sweet tooth and can't seem to stop eating sweets. In order to help curb her overconsumption, she asks for his help in losing weight. Is this a hentai or anime?
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
I refuse. His girlfriend has a sweet tooth and can't seem to stop eating sweets. In order to help curb her overconsumption, she asks for his help in losing weight. KSL answer. That's Spanglish for what the hell is the answer? I believe in you. You can do it.
She has a sweet tooth. She asked her boyfriend,
Yeah.
for help with losing weight.
Uh-huh. He's like, that's the worst fucking description I've ever read. But that's all they had. So get used to it.
We're gonna go with that one. I'm just trying to think, like, what is he fucking the weight out of her? Like, is that how it's like that? I'm like, is that what they're pitching, or is it like
that what they're pitching?
So what I do is I try to envision these things as an anime and then as a hentai, and which one makes like the most sense. But I know they be making stupid ass fucking animes, and they also make stupid ass fucking hentai. So I have to tie.
I was gonna say I had an anime on here once that was about fucking tin cans fighting each other. So I don't want to.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, he tries to help her lose weight, like. This could be a slice of life, or
yeah. Remember when we talked last week about how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? That's a slice of life weightlifting anime. Remember?
However, I'm gonna say this one's a hentai.
He says hentai. The answer. Wait. Oh! Cut me off before I could. Uh-oh. Is he changing his mind? Your silence is deafening.
It's gonna be wrong. Hold on, wait.
I'm so caught up on this one.
Yeah. That's my final answer. Hentai. Final.
Hentai? You, sir, are correct. It's
word!
I'm going to try and find... Hold on. Where's my recent unfortunate history? I'm going to read you the actual description for that. Because I had to really change that one to make it not so goddamn obvious. Let's see, where the hell is it on this history page? Here we go. And in case anyone was wondering, this one is called Hasande Ageru 1. The description is, my girlfriend has a sweet tooth, and after she has her fill, she tries to use me as a tool to burn off calories by having sex. I'm starting to get a little worn out from the constant daily sessions. That's the original.
What's it called?
He's looking it up right now. I've never seen anyone. I just hear click, 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 and then a series look up, and he's like, "What's it called? What?"
Yeah, I was on Facebook, bro.
It's called Hasande Ageru 1. And the final question, Lawrence. Let's see if you can get 5 out of 6.
All right.
Jiyu finds herself back in time in the body of Jin Zuan. After many twists, she thought that she would finally be able to lead a simple life and achieve her dream of opening the best restaurant in Huai Song. However, there are villains constantly trying to bring her down. Is this a hentai or anime?
Please don't
make me say the names again. That, sir, is an anime. Mengqi Shishen, Adorable Food Goddess. 5 for 6, sir. 5 for 6. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I think me saying the word services in the very first one threw you off.
Yeah, bro. See, it's you, man. Like, it's
that's
you,
the
Chris.
no.
Like,
that's the actual.
I would have won. Like,
that's the actual thing. Ready? I'll prove it. You know, copy. I'm just gonna paste it into Google. Boom.
See, man, I could have been
URL not found. Perfect. That wasn't even a URL. Fuck off. Well, you suck, Lawrence. You failed yet again. I'm still the king. Maybe next time. I'll have a nice Christmas one for you. I already got a couple ideas. I should have put Dragon Ball Z on that.
Easier to find. Christmas ones, probably.
Oh, there's so many Christmas ones. It's
probably mad Christmas.
I know there's a shit ton of anime and hentai that have like a Christmas episode or scene in them. So
yeah,
I'll pull from that. But anyways, guys, speaking of eating sweets off your naked girlfriend, this week we watched Akame Ga Kill. 100% relatable. They're the same exact thing. Sweets, naked women. Yep, nailed it.
Yes.
Yep. Lawrence, why don't you tell us about Akame Ga Kill?
So Akame Ga Kill, guys, is a Japanese manga series created by Takahiro and illustrated by Tetsuya Toshiro. The show ran from July 7, 2014 to December 15th, 2014. Another 24 episode. So keeping it short.
Hell yeah.
It's above 12, but 24. Yo, we should come up with a name for like the animes that are 12, the animes that are 20, the animes that are episode
I
that
wonder if they have a name already.
Are like episodes 1 through like 12, and then a name for animes that are episodes like 13 through 24, and then anime like cause like we've been doing different animes, like how like we're seeing the length of them, like some of them be in the 60s, like those are like tier 3 long,
right,
but
right.
Like, and then they're the ones that are like 100 plus, you know what I'm saying, like, but yeah, so this one has 24, so we're keeping it short. Summary: the story focuses on Tatsumi, a young villager who travels to the capital to raise money for his home, only to discover strong corruption in the area. The assassin group known as Night Raid recruits the young man to help them in their fight against the corrupt empire. It is an action and dark fantasy. The first opening theme song is Sky Reach, performed by Akame's voice actress Sora Amamiya. Wait. Who is performed by Akame's voice? Who's Akame?
The main girl that the show's named after. She's the girl that
Bro,
was
I
in
knew that.
black
Bro,
with
I
the.
knew that. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that.
She's
Where
the
they were
girl in
like,
black with the sword.
"Yeah, I'm hip. I just relaxed. I was just checking." To see
You were just checking me out. You're just making sure I knew. You're just making sure.
exactly. The first because it's in here like everyone knows who it is. So I'm like, oh, I fucking know. Like, and I can tell you were like almost confused. Like it was almost a Bethany moment. Like, what? Well, then what is it about? Like it was almost because he was like,
I thought you were asking me. I was like, you know the meme where all the numbers and the girl she's like, and all the equations. That was me when you asked that question. I was like,
what do you mean?
what?
It was a Akame.
Like, it's the first word of the name of the show. What?
Yo, chill.
I was like, huh?
The first ending theme is Kona Sakai. There's no way I'm pronouncing this. Did you do this on purpose? You did that on purpose because you did. This is two names. I just have to find.
Not. It's one word.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Bro.
it is. That's not even a person's name. That's just a word. Shiritakun Akada.
Okay, so that's the name of the group.
No, that's the name of the song is Kona Sekai Shirataka Kunada by Miku Sawai.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm actually want to try and pronounce this by myself. Shiri Taku Nakata.
Nailed it.
Okay, cool. By Miku Sawai. The second opening theme song is Liar Mask, performed by Rika Mayama. The second ending theme is so many themes. Tsukai Kari, performed by Amama Mia. I really feel like I'm Mario. Amamiya. Okay.
Woo.
The first 7 volumes appeared on the New York Times manga bestsellers list. Really?
Yeah. It's insane.
Kestrel Swift from the Fandom Post praised the anime's first episode for harsh, brutal commentary on corruption and how likely it is that the more perfect someone seems, the darker the secret lurking within, as well as production value by White Fox. That literally is in my notes. That's literally what I have. But did you want to do a rundown of the episode?
I love that first line you put. Good Samaritan is really a douche. Which is not wrong. It's not wrong. Oh man. So all right, so the show starts off. We got Tatsumi. He's on like a little wagon on his way to the, I forget what the name of the city is, but it's the capital of the empire. They're on their way, and I think what was it, like some giant sand dragon thing attacks, and everyone starts freaking out. Yeah. And he kills it in like one slice, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, you're fucking awesome!" Like, "Oh my god!" And you find out he's on his way to the capital and meet up with his 2 friends because they're gonna make a shit ton of money performing different jobs and stuff to bring back to their village because their village is poor. Essentially, he gets to the city, and he's tricked by a blonde-headed woman. Blonde-headed girl. She essentially just takes all his money from him, being like, "Oh yeah, I'll get you a good job. Give me this money. I'll go talk to this dude. He'll come over from the army. He's gonna hook you up with a nice little army job. You'll make a shit ton of money. We just need this to pay your entrance fees, blah, blah, blah." And being the gullible little boy that he is, he's like, "Hell yeah, that sounds great." And she's like, "Cool, wait for me here. I'll be right back." And then she just pisses off with all the money. And she's like, "Wow, that was... okay, cool. Now I'm rich, loser." And the show has a lot of... everyone seems good, but once you get to know everyone, they're actually all pieces of shit. Is pretty much the theme of episode 1. What did you think up until that point? So up until that point, what did you think the show was and what it was going to be like? Because after that point, the show changes completely.
You mean up until the point where she takes his money?
Yeah, so like he fights the sandworm, gets to the town. He's like, "Oh my god, big city." Girl swindles him. He's like, "Oh, how did I? Oh no, now I have to sleep outside." So, what did you think the whole show was up until then?
Okay, up until that point, okay. Valid question. I was I'm not gonna lie, for a while
Mm-hmm.
in my head, I was like, when are they gonna
I
when is it gonna happen? Like I know what this is about, so when is it gonna happen?
right,
That is my answer. Up until that point, like all the way, I'm like, okay, like all right, they're setting it up. Like okay,
right,
when because I know what this is about, so I know it's
right.
not what the fuck is all this shit. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
I
Like
don't care about
that's
this. Get rid of
yeah,
this
like
shit. I don't want to see it. Give me the good
well,
stuff. Everyone always talking about the good stuff, and I'm not seeing it. So either you're all liars, and this is the greatest prank in history, or we're getting there eventually. One or the other.
right. I was just yeah. So that's kind of where I was just like yeah, like
Right.
okay, you know, when are we gonna start? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
At that point, I'm just like, okay, you know, this is nice, this is cute. It nothing seemed dark.
Right.
I don't think
No, it
nothing
was like,
nothing
oh,
seemed
you're
dark
like
yet.
up until that point, you're like, oh, okay, cool. It's a fantasy world. There's dragons and creatures and shit. It's like, and if you know nothing about the show, it's like, oh, okay, it's a show that it looks like they're gonna fight dragons or something, and he's gonna go to the Empire and join the army, and oh no, she swindled him. How is he gonna get into the army now? Kind of thing. You know, because they do this whole big thing about that stupid sand dragon thing at the beginning, and then they ignore that. That never comes up again, by the way, for the rest of the show. That I don't know why it's even in the show. It has nothing. I don't know why it's
There are
in the
no
show. It
magical
has
creatures in this shit. Like
no.
there are
There's
no
not. There's not. In the whole
like,
fucking show, that's the most magical creature we see. It's so
well, what about the
stupid.
manga?
Yeah, it's the most magical creature we
All right,
see.
well, all right, never
Because
mind.
it's the only one. Unless I'm forgetting something, but I don't remember seeing any fucking. I know there's people that are all fucked up and might seem like creatures, but there's no actual like dragons or anything flying around or that shit. So after that, he gets picked up by a girl. She's from a rich family, and she tells him like, oh, you know, like every now and then I like to help out the less fortunate. Like if you want to join in my, and he's like, yeah, I'm a great swordsman and everything. She's like, oh, why don't you join in my family's like guard? You know, we got a bunch of people that have to guard our family because we're big shots in the Empire. We're always looking for good people to like protect us, that kind of thing. So he's like, oh, bodyguard work? Hell yeah. Like, what are you going to pay? And she gives him like a shit ton of money. He's like, holy shit, if you're going to pay this, yeah, I'll do whatever you want. So then again, it's still in the cutesy part where she takes him shopping and he's carrying all of her shit around. But that's when you start seeing like the guards are kind of like warning him not to get too close to her and be a little careful. They're like, yeah, she may seem all fun and games and stuff, but just keep her, just, you know, we've had a lot of guards come and go, so just keep your eyes open. Just, you know.
This man really watched this episode 80 times. He's recalling this all off memory, by the way, guys. He's not reading anything.
Dude, this is my go-to anime when people go, what anime should I start watching? And I'm like, yeah, do I have a show for you?
Right.
You want to see some fucked up shit? I got you. And they're like, no, I like comedies. I'm like, too fucking bad. Watch this. And then I want you to talk about the rest of the show because I want to hear your reactions. Someone that me and Brandon, my roommate Brandon, have been trying to get you to watch for years to watch this show. I need to know. And by the way, guys, this man texted me at 4 a.m. being like, this show is fucking fire.
All yes, right? I did.
Please,
I was like,
please never do that again. I'll fight you. Never text me at 4 a.m. again. I don't care what's happening. Just don't do it.
Did you wake up?
No, but just in case, don't do it again. If that had woken me up, I would have found you, Lawrence. I would have struck you. I would have struck you from your slumber. Been like, wake up.
So I thought. So let me actually. So after that, the guard points out he was there are wanted posters on a wall right in front of them while they're out shopping, and he's like, yeah, the Capitol has those douchebags. So the guards are making you believe these people who are wanted criminals are bad people. They do terrible things. They assassinate high-ranking people in the imperial capital, whatever the fuck it's called.
That's why this family's hiring like a bunch of people to be bodyguards and stuff.
So that is our first instance of us being introduced to the night raid. So then we're like, okay, there are assassins here who kill high-ranking people. And then he also says, look up way up there at the top of the imperial capital. That's the palace. And the emperor is actually a child, but the child is used as a puppet. And the minister is actually who is controlling the imperial.
Right.
So once Tatsumi learns about that, he's like, oh, yo, that's crazy. That's why my homeland is being taxed so heavily, which why we need money to come here, bro. So now we find out why he's here, because of what his town is going through.
Right.
Then after that, so nothing still hasn't happened yet. Nothing popped off. After that, though, we learn. So, he got his. Oh yeah, guards. Okay, so then this is when it gets crazy. So that night they go home, an intruder breaks in. A girl, she looks very cheerful, blonde, long hair, like she's just like very, and she was like, she says something about like, this is why I love my job. Now this girl is in Tatsumi's house, this new little girl that picked him up off the street and was like, oh, you're homeless, you can come stay with us, you can come work for us. So he's staying at this place now. So at night, some little girl sneaks in, and this little girl just chops up a servant at this girl's house.
Hell yeah.
And that caught me off guard. This girl does not seem like, hold on a second, because I have it on right now.
I was about to put it on because I'm trying to remember what her name is.
This hobby is simply addictive. Oh, no, she was the one who got chopped. Who did? Yeah, but...
So it was the mom.
Oh, yeah, so...
That's the mom you're talking about. Is the blonde... Is the girl that's, like, walking around.
Oh, the mom... Like... Okay. Okay, so she gets chopped up by a woman. This is crazy. Yo, this is crazy. Okay. So we find in the next scene, the mom of the girl who picked up Tatsumi gets chopped in half. Her arms are all on the floor. And so the thing about this show that I fucked with is that I said it was raw, but uncut. But it wasn't like it was the way it was. I'm trying to find the perfect move for it. It was polished. It's polished. It's raw with a lot of blood, but how they animate it and how it's drawn is very polished. Like the blood looks cool. They do.
I want to point out this woman got fucked up. I paused on the scene where you see her body on the ground. Like,
bro.
If you don't like gruesome shit, don't watch this.
Yo, it's crazy. So it's raw, but it's a polished raw.
Right.
And I remember there's a Ghost of Tsushima scene in here where someone gets slashed, slow mo.
Yeah, it's
flowing through the air, like it was fire. So I'm like, oh, so boom. So we find out the night raid comes to Tatsumi's house, these new people where he's staying, and they start murking people.
But real quick, two things. One, the very next frame is my favorite frame of the whole episode. After the woman kills the girl, Tatsumi just wakes up from his bed and he goes, "What's this?" "Murderous intent." And then he goes off, and I'm just like, imagine waking up and being like, "I sense it, the murder, it's around."
Right. What?
I was like, what? But then, so this is another reason why I thought you'd like this show, because you love Bleach so much. If I don't know if you noticed when that girl killed it, what was her weapon?
It's a sword, but the handle was different.
It's a giant pair of scissors, and then
Wait,
everyone
what?
else, yeah, it's a giant pair of scissors, and then everyone else in Night Raid, when you see them outside, when Tatsumi's running by the window, and he looks up, and you see the
how they're
spider
all.
web.
That was fire.
That's
That was
another
fire.
person's weapon. Those are actually steel wires they're all standing on. So everyone in this show that's like an actual person and not like just some rando piece of
Has
shit
an ability.
has a weapon that's dope. So pretty much the whole thing with the weapons is 900 years ago the Empire made, I forget how many weapons they made, but they made a shit ton of different types of special weapons that were to enhance soldiers, and then the weapons got like either lost or given down to descendants of people. So various different people have various different weapons and stuff, and they're all completely different. And so now you find Night Raid with a bunch of them, and then
Okay.
like when it shows them all like standing on the wire, you see the girl with the pink hair on the left. She's holding like a giant gun. She's just sitting there with like this giant fucking machine gun. You see
Yeah, I do.
the titular character of Akame sitting there. She's just got the nice little samurai sword. You see some dude with his back turned toward you. He's got a cape and like this giant spear thing hanging out. You see the guy standing on the, and he's wearing like this cool like armored mask and shit. Then you see like the dude. He's got like his hand down and all the wires are coming out of it. And then we see the blonde chick from before, and she's got like these giant beast hands and shit. And and I love this scene because the moon is behind them. It's all red.
Nah, it's tough.
So dude, it's like one of the best entrances for like a team. Like you know when like in Bleach when Aizen shows up and then he's got his crew and then the Gotai 13 show up and you're like, oh shit, this is what I've kind of felt like when they're all like up in the sky standing on wires, and it's like doing like a pan shot of all of them, and then it like zooms in real quick on all their faces. I'm like, oh shit,
it would be someone could
down.
reanimate that to a dope screensaver, and it would be fire as fuck.
Dude, I think I'm gonna do that tonight just because you said that.
Someone could definitely do that with that scene because I was dope. He just looks out the stained glass windows or whatever, and just to see them looks like standing on the wires. That was fire.
It's just aesthetically pleasing too because of the fucking red moon behind it. So like the wires are all lit up red, and like the backs of them are all have like the pink glow and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
So basically, basically the Night Raid shows up. I don't want to get in like the whole thing with like spoiler alerts and all that, because that's basically what's going on. So basically he wants to defend, Tatsumi ends up wanting to defend his new person he's supposed to be protecting because that's what he's getting paid for. And that fight goes down, and he ends up being recruited to the Night Raid. The dynamic. I guess we're gonna have to get into that because that was the.
All right, guys. It's spoiler alert. I'm gonna say right now, if you want to watch it and not have the ending of episode 1 ruined for you, and you want to see it raw, shut off the podcast now. Go watch it. Come back and listen to us butcher the whole thing. Or we can just ruin it for you now. So I'm telling you right now, 33 minutes and 45 seconds in for the rest of the show, spoilers, because you have to talk about the rest of it when you're talking about the whole thing, because the show completely changes from here. So there's all spoilers.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact. It's just spoilers. So pretty much Tatsumi starts fighting Akame because he's like, oh, you're coming after wealthy people too, not just like the rich elites or whatever. So he's trying to defend the girl, and Akame kills him in the fight, but she doesn't. Ooh. Remember, she stabs him through the chest and he dies, but then he stands up and he pulls like the little water thing from his village. It was like the thing that held his water or whatever. I forget what was in it. Yeah. And he's just someone gave it to him as like a good luck thing, and he's like, oh, this thing saved my life. Awesome. Mm-hmm. And that's when the blonde-haired chick shows up, and she's like, hey, Akame, like, don't...
Quick thing, real quick.
Uh-oh.
They also said, don't let Akame's sword touch you.
Yeah. Because that's all that was she just, like, poked him in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, I felt my sword touch you. How are you not dead? And he's like,
Right.
haha, gotcha, protective
Yeah.
charm. What up? I got the tools, lady. You can't stop me.
Right.
But yeah, so pretty much the girl, the blonde haired chick, she shows up and she explains what's actually going on. And that Night Raid is not evil. They're in fact the rebellion that's fighting against the Empire, against people that Tatsumi's unfortunately been tricked into protecting. You find out that the mother that was murdered in the beginning by Shield, by the way, Shield is the girl with the giant scissors. The mother was poisoning people, and she would write it down, and she was torturing and poisoning people as a hobby, and that's what her diary was that she was writing in. She's a sicko. That's what you do, Lawrence. I can see it in your eyes. That shit. I can see it.
So check. Nah, I'm not that. I'm a little twisted.
I'm low twisted, but not that twisted.
So check this out. The foreshadowing. I thought this was dope. So let's go all the way back to the first 5 minutes when Tatsumi kills the sand dragon or whatever, and he's like, where you got? Like he's talking to the people who he saved, the people from the Imperial Court who he saved, and they're like, man, where we're from, you don't want to go to the Imperial Court, man. There are monsters way worse than that sand dragon. And he's like, oh, really? What are they? He's like, they're human beings.
Right.
That was real. Like, that was real. And that's in the first 5 minutes. Probably not even 5 minutes.
I think it's like the
3 minutes.
minute.
That's in the first, like, minute, 60 seconds, 3 minutes. So it's like, what does that mean? Then we find out the people who hired Tatsumi are
evil.
Sick. They're tapped. They're evil. They were taking hostages and torturing and killing them.
Yeah,
and
so
come to find out,
so the mom was just torturing and poisoning people like through drinks and food. But the daughter, who we find out, there's like a storage shed out back, and the blonde chick, I forget her name, I think it's Leon, forces him to open it to see what's inside. And remember how we mentioned that Tatsumi was supposed to come to the city with his two best friends, but they had left earlier and he's been looking for him the whole time. Turns out that the girl had been torturing them for days at a time.
The little girl that hired Tatsumi.
Yep. And she's like, it doesn't matter. You're all fodder. I can do whatever the hell I want with you. Like, your lives don't matter. Blah, blah, blah.
She's like, aren't you guys from the country?
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
You guys don't matter. I was like, get murked. Like,
get murked.
Like, get murked. Like,
and it just sucks because Tatsumi sees the girl from the thing. Discord closed yet again.
There you go.
Cool. Damn, I don't know why that happens. I feel like once every episode. Behind the scenes, everyone. Woo! You saw my desktop. Yay!
There you are.
I'm back. But yeah, so the girl, you find out that one of his friends is already dead, and the guy is still there, and he's trying to say, he's telling him, like, she fought to the very end. She didn't give her like anything she wanted. She like, I've been fighting this whole time, but I just want to die, man. Like, please kill me. This whole thing, and oh man, Tatsumi commits murder, and it was justified.
Oh, he was
Tatsumi.
That was dope,
dude. That was.
He's like, wait. Akame was about.
You ever watch like a really good goody two shoes just snap? That was the moment when he opened that door. You could just see it. Man snapped. He was just like, I'm committing murder. Fuck it. That's it. Oh man.
But then there was foreshadowing, dynamic. So it comes to show that, like, how we read in the info earlier about how, like, you think what you think. What did the info say? Let me pull up the info real quick. Kestrel Swift from the fandom post praised the anime's first episode for harsh, brutal commentary on corruption and how likely it is that the more perfect someone seems, the darker the secret lurking within, as well as its production value by White Fox. So these people, we think that they're good people, and we think like, oh, they're nice. He's starting his journey, and it comes to find out, like, yo, these rich people are killing innocent people from the country and slaughtering them and torturing them, poisoning them, and just be for no reason, because they like doing it. Just because they can, and they view these people as less than dirt. So, like, what does she really think of him? You know what I'm saying? So
Don't matter because
So
she dead.
right, the last thing that I wrote down, and I literally, as I was writing this down, I'm like, Chris is gonna see this and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I can't wait to tell him. Oh, he has no idea. Oh,
Can't wait to ruin it for
I
you.
can't
wait.
And
I
so the
won't
last
ruin
thing
it.
I wrote down was because in my head I'm thinking who we thought was like, oh, they're douchebags, ends up being the good people. Who's the opposing force? So the night raid, who we thought were bad, because that's in the beginning of the episode, the guard is like, those guys are douchebags, those guys are bad.
Right.
Come to find out,
They're good.
they're good. So now I'm like, and the way they did this hit, I was like, these dudes are ridiculous. So I'm like, they're on another level. So if anyone is gonna challenge these dudes or kill them, they must be they must be on the same level as them or higher savages.
I won't ruin it.
So I'm thinking if the good people are so good, then who does the capital have as their protection? Because I'm like, the night raid just smacked all these people like it was nothing. And I'm like, oh, if they're the good people and the main character joins them, so now we're probably going to be watching this show from the night raid's point of view. Who opposes them? So it's just a good, interesting, it's going to get you interested in it. It's going to get you like, oh, shoot. Yo, these fights are about to be crazy. This could be crazy. I feel like this could have been even a longer show too. This could have been longer. As in, like, if they wanted to, they probably could have continued because it's set in like, you know, how many times have we seen a civilization of poorer and then the rich go further? Like the rich are like inside and the poor is along the outskirts, and you know what I'm saying? We've seen that a whole bunch of times. But it's a good premise. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It's a good premise. So I was just curious, like, and that's what made me be like, ooh, this show's about to be lit because I know this show, they're not just going to have the night raid run through everyone, kill everybody, and because then nobody would enjoy it. They'd be like, oh, this show was just too easy. Like, they just murked everybody. There has to be some ill resistance force that we're going to see at some point. So to wrap it up, I thought it was dope, Chris. I thought it was dope. I liked it. Yeah.
Watch all the rest 23 episodes by 4 a.m. this morning. Please. Tell me what you think.
I have to leave now if I'm gonna do that.
It can be done, Lawrence. It can be done. I've done it. You can't too. The only thing I'll say about the groups is there's more than one other group in the show. So you know how like most shows, it's like here's the good group, here's the bad group. It's more like here's the good group, here's the bad group, here's another bad group because the first bad group didn't do the job. Here's another group. Now all the groups are fighting. Now the dude that was pulling the strings is like, all right, fuck it, you gotta, fine, I'm doing it now.
I'll come down. Okay, see, like, yeah, see, that's fire though. Like, that's what's it called, bro? The hierarchy. Once again, it's showing itself in anime again.
I'm trying to, and another thing about it is, you know how Tatsumi thought who was good is actually bad and who was bad is actually good, that whole thing?
Yeah.
All the other groups have people like that. So it's not like the Empire hires a group and they're all asshole killers that all just want to murder the night raid. Every group has multiple members that are like Tatsumi and like all the other ones, where everyone's always questioning morality and if they're doing is good and if they're not doing is bad. And some people have justified. It's like every single group is super complex. It's not like I'm trying to think of the show. Just most shonens where it's like here's the bad group and they're all assholes that want to conquer the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. They don't. If everyone dies, who gives a shit? Whatever. It's not like that. It's like someone's like, I want to save the empire, and then they start murdering people, and he's like, not like this, god damn it, and then that it's crazy how all this shit happens.
Okay. All right, got you. I get that.
And if your favorite part about Game of Thrones was everyone dying, this is the show for you. No, not everyone does. It's not as savage. Game of Thrones literally murdered everyone. Game of Thrones straight up murdered everyone. They didn't give a fuck. This show actually kind of gives a fuck. They're like, we can't murder everyone. We can't do that. But it's not like most shonens where like all the good guys are like, we're good. We beat the bad guys. Now one of them have joined us. Yay! Cough cough Dragon Ball. It's not like that. All right. It's every group is established and people die. The first episode is not just like a gruesome, and now it's not like how Dragon Ball did the whole we murdered Frieza. We're savages. Oh, everyone we fight from here on out is just gonna keep joining us. They're on our team now. It's not like that. It's like good guy, and they don't have Dragon Balls to bring people back. When you die in this show, you're fucking dead. So when like good guys die, bad guys die, civilians die. I mean, how many people died in that first fucking episode? They ain't coming back. Holy shit. That mom, she's murdered as shit. Her arms weren't even attached to her body anymore. That scissor weapon is fucking savage.
That was crazy.
Oh, we should do Kill la Kill at some point. Speaking of scissor weapons,
that got me fucked up because I got this show confused with that one.
It's funny. Whenever I tell people to watch Akame Ga Kill, they always think I'm talking about Kill la Kill. But whenever I bring up Kill la Kill, no one thinks I'm talking about Akame Ga Kill. It's weird how that. I've been noticing.
Which one's more popular? I feel like this one is. I've heard this one way more than Kill la Kill. But maybe it's because I hang with y'all.
Yeah, because we keep yelling at you trying to fucking watch it. I think Kill la Kill is more popular because it was on Adult Swim and Netflix way before Akame Ga Kill was. Akame Ga Kill only got put on Netflix recently, like within the past like 6 months. Kill la Kill, where I first watched it, was on Netflix back in 2014, 2015 when I saw Kill la Kill.
Hold on, let me look this up.
And then Kill la Kill was on Cartoon Network way before Akame. Did Akame Ga Kill?
What is Kill la Kill about?
Dog. Have you seen One Punch Man? You know how it's a show that makes fun of other fighting shows? That's what Kill la Kill is. Kill la Kill did it first. They were like, yo, y'all love Bleach, any shows where people get dumb, strong weapons and beat the fuck out of each other. We're that show that makes fun of all those shows, but we do it fucking in a badass way. That's Kill la Kill.
Okay.
So her whole shtick is she's got like and it also makes fun of Sailor Moon. She's got pretty much she's got one half of a scissor blade, and she's looking. She's
the trailer right now.
She's looking for the person that murdered her father, and when she goes back to her old home, she finds a school uniform that he was working on that actually have a life of its own. And when the school uniform, when she puts it on, it doesn't come off, and it has a life. And it talks to her and stuff, but no one else can hear it talking to her, so everyone else just thinks she's batshit insane. And she can pull a thing on her wrist where the suit drains her blood and transforms into like a super skimpy little outfit. But she gets like dumb. She turns into like a Super Saiyan and she goes fucking ape shit and just kills everyone. The show's wild. Okay. Dude, the show has a team of people. You thought Night Raid was a cool name? How about Nudist Beach, bitch? That's a dope name. Yeah, I said
that's the name of a group?
Yeah, that's the name of the good guys in that show. Nudist Beach. I'm gonna spoil that show. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. That show is about fighting clothes, Lawrence. You ever want to beat the shit out of some clothes from space? You ever wanted to do that?
Yeah, I hate those things, man.
That's what Kill la Kill's about. And Kill la Kill's in my top 10 favorite animes of all time because it's fucking awesome. It's actually fucking dope. It's actually a sick show. It's like they made a show. Like, imagine they took Dragon Ball Z, right? But then like they did the Frieza arc where like or like the Vegeta arc. Alien shows up, he fucks everyone up. Good guy shows up, has to save the day, Now replace Vegeta with like clothes. The main protagonist has a Sailor Moon transformation to like a 2-piece little skimp suit. Like fucking everything's sexual innuendos. And
that's Kill la Kill?
That's Kill la Kill. Like, it's crazy. It's mad good. But like keep the fighting the same. but everything's replaced with like over the top stupid shit, and you're fighting clothes. Okay. Dope. Nothing to do with Akame Ga Kill though. Complete opposite. Akame Ga Kill, very serious. Not about killing clothes.
Very serious.
Very serious. Not about the murdering of space clothing. About murdering the Empire. But yeah, okay. It's Akame Ga Kill has been one of my favorite shows. Like I said, it was the show that brought me into watching anime again after years and years and years of never watching anime. I highly suggest everyone watch all 24 episodes in one day, because why not? Y'all do it with American TV, now do it with this. What are your thoughts, Lawrence?
This is something that I definitely thought it was dope. And I probably will finish this. I know I say that every week.
If nothing outside of all the shows that we've watched, this is the number one. Stop watching all the other ones. Finish this one.
Okay,
it's so good. You gotta watch it. It's Vinland Saga good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's how good it is. I'm not pulling your chain. It is Vinland Saga good. Lawrence is like, let me fucking double check that, Chris. I feel like Akame Ga Kill is gonna have a 78 rating.
Because Vinland Saga got it. Vinland Saga
wasn't Vinland Saga like 86?
But I'm gonna. But
I feel like you just saw something and you're pissed.
No. I'm not pissed. I'm relieving. I'm going to say. Break down what you said in a way that, because you're saying like it's Vinland Saga good. I understand what you mean when you say that. You're just saying it's a really good, because Vinland Saga's rating, I don't think
what was the rating? Is it
Vinland Saga's like rating is stupid high.
Isn't it like 86 or something?
On IMDb, which I trust over Rotten Tomatoes and all that, it's an 8.8. That's okay. Ridiculously.
What's Akame Ga Kill?
I'm about to look at
8.8 for anything on IMDb. Anything higher than like 8 is watch the fuck out of it.
Akame Ga Kill
7.8 is what I'm with.
Oh shit!
What is it?
Got a 7.9. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. So yeah, okay. All right, got a 7.8. Yeah, man. This is how I do stuff now. Like IMDb, I think has the most accurate rating. Like, so I just be going off of, but I'm gonna finish this, and it's not like Black Clover, bro. I haven't watched Black Clover in a while. I was on episode 60, and Black Clover is
that's 58 more episodes than I watched. I stopped at 1. I couldn't get past the yelling. I just couldn't do it, man. I wanted to, but every time I went to go hit episode 2, I was like, my head hurts. I just worked 10 hours.
Wizard King! I'm like, all right, bro. Like, shut up, bro. Like,
if Brandon sees that, he's gonna be so bad.
Like, shut up, bro.
Can that be our intro from now on? It's just with you making that face. I'm gonna gift that as our intro. I hope you know. I'm gonna play some sick, like dope lo-fi beats behind it too. But keep that high pitched voice you made when you did that.
Yo, clip it, bro.
I'm gonna do it.
That's mad funny.
When that happens.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna finish this, bro. I'm gonna finish it.
You should. It's good. I know you'll love it.
Next week, do you want me to do it?
Hell yeah. What we watching?
All right. So next week, guys.
Boku no Pico. I said it. We're getting into the weird shit.
See, this is actually. I actually need to watch this too, so I'm glad. See, this is why
you don't ever want to watch Boku no Pico.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I don't know.
Christ.
I don't know what that.
Yo, you like gay little boy sex? That's the show for you.
I remember you talking about that.
That's like the joke when people are like in the forums and they're like, "What should I watch next?" That's like the joke anime everyone puts in. They're like, "You should watch this." It's like, what anime should I start to watch my anime career? People are like, oh, watch Boku no Pico. It's a great heartwarming show. It's
one time you were like, and this is how I knew it was bad. One time you were like, what did you say? You were like,
if I tricked you into watching that, I'm sorry.
You said something and you was like, yeah. You said, I forgot what you said, but it was something where I was like, okay, so that whatever he's talking about is really, really bad. That's all I got from it. Because you were joking. You were like, oh, some. Oh, you're like, you don't want to see this
You
or
don't want
something.
to
You
see.
you
I
said
think
something. It
we
was
were
funny.
talking about like some horror shit, and I was like, but if you want to see some fucked up shit, dog, Boku no Hero.
I was
That'll
like,
fuck you
and
up.
I did, and I didn't Google it.
Don't,
Normally, I be,
don't, no, don't do it.
but this, I was like, I could tell by what you were saying. I'm like,
Lawrence, if you can live to the age of 90 and then die never having ever seen anything from that show, you're a lucky man. I've been scarred for life. It's,
believable. But anyway,
it's bad. I'm a broken man.
next week, guys, we'll be going over Made in the Abyss. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but I have heard very good things from it. While I am on the phone with y'all now, I am going to look
It's
up.
real good. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I personally haven't seen it. I'm excited to see it. It's been on my list to watch forever, but I just haven't gotten around to it. It's too much shit for me to watch.
Made in the Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul. Is this the show?
That's a movie. That's a movie.
Oh.
There's I think that's the new
2020.
Yeah, they had a movie come out back in January.
Yo, this got an 8.2. That's mad good. Okay, but there's a show though.
Yes.
So the Made in the Abyss, guys, is a show that I've heard really good things about. I heard it won an award or something. I don't even know what it's about. It's about like a human goes on a journey with a robot. Maybe that
Nailed
could be
it.
wrong.
Nope,
It's
that's
like
100% it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, I'm actually that's also another show that I want to check out. But yeah, so Made in the Abyss. But yeah, like I said, it's a really good show. I heard it won something. So that's what we'll be covering next week.
Hell
Chris,
yeah.
you said there are 2 movies.
Yeah, they made a movie in 2019. I don't know if it was a sequel or prequel. I have no idea. And then they made another movie back in January of 2020.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
I don't know. I know nothing about the show other than girl and robot go into the abyss in the earth to search for someone. I forget who. That's all I know. I know nothing about it. I've heard nothing but good things about it. It gets brought up in people's lists all the time. Now it's finally time to watch it. Hell yeah.
All right.
Which is
cool.
good because I should be done with the current anime I'm on within the next couple days so I can watch that. Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's what we will be doing next week, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Love y'all. Appreciate the support. Go follow us on all those platforms that we mentioned at the beginning.
For sure. Hell yeah, guys. Thanks for listening. Woo.